guys, welcome back to the Central Buzz News. Today is Wednesday, April 1st, so it is April Fool's Day. I know you're probably getting a lot of people at home with your April Fool's jokes that you can come up with today. So at the time of our video today, it is 10 o'clock a.m. You will notice that our hour hand is on the 10. That hour hand is our shorter hand. And our minute hand is on the 12, which is our o'clock. Remembering that minute hand is the longer hand. So it is 10 o'clock a.m. And I'm actually going to skip our interesting fact until the end after our math concept, and you're going to see why in just a few minutes. So let's go ahead and jump into our math concept. So yesterday we talked about divide, and today we're going to talk about multiply. A few new sessions ago, we talked about the word multiple just in general means more than one. When we multiply, we are taking a small number inside of a group and we are continuing to add those groups of numbers until we come up with this bigger unknown number at the end. So I'm going to read a multiplication problem to you. I'm going to show it to you on the screen, give you a second to hit pause. If you want to follow along, you'll need a scratch piece of paper and a pencil or something to write with for this. So just quickly going back over what we talked about yesterday, how super important it is that you are envisioning what the problem is saying. We don't want to focus too hard on what type of problem is this going to be. Am I going to add? Am I going to take away? I just want you to listen first. Think about what you see. Just like when we're reading books without pictures, we're creating that movie in our mind, and that's what I want you to do now while I'm reading the problem. So, we're going to look at question number 2. So remember, if you pause on this, make sure you pause and look at question number 2. It says the grocery store sells bags of plums. That's a type of fruit. Each bag contains 9 plums. If Mr. Murphy buys 3 bags of plums, how many plums does he have in all? So I want to think first, what do I know? I know that he has 3 bags. So in my brain, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3 bags. I know that inside of the bags are 9 plums, but there's 9 plums inside each bag. So I'm thinking in my brain what that's going to look like. So if you want to go ahead and get ready to hit pause now, if you will look at question number 2, and I'm going to give you a second to work that out. All right, so hopefully you have worked that out, and we're going to go over it together and you can check yourself. So on my paper here, I have a blank times blank equals blank for my first equation. We already said there are 3 bags and there are 9 plums in each. And in my brain, the whole time we were talking, this is what I saw. 3 bags, and then I would put 9 inside each. And I know when I add 9 plus 9, I get 18, plus 9 more would give me 27. So 9 times 3 is 27, and it's not just 27, but remember, it's 27 what? This is 27 plums that we have all together. And on the bottom, we have a place for repeated addition. Let's not forget repeated addition. If we don't know this multiplication fact, and maybe we can't count in multiples of 3 or 9 in our head, one thing that we can do is, this means we're adding 3 this many times, or we're adding this number this many times. So I'm going to do the least amount of times I have to do. So I'm going to do 9 3 times. And that's exactly what I just did up here, actually. I added those 2 and then that one, and we got 27. Now, again, you can take this number and add it 9 times, and you're going to get the same thing. So if I write down 3 9 times, that's a lot of 3s. I'm going to show you what that looks like. For some people, that's just a lot to keep up with, but some people can count by 3s a lot better that way. So it's whatever works for you. So in this problem, our unknown was how many plums. We knew how many bags, we knew how many was in each bag, but we didn't know how many total plums. So those are just some strategies and some multiplication problem reminders for you. All right, so I don't know how the next part of this is going to work, but we're just going to try it out. So we know, since I'm at home, I don't have a lot of special guests that can come and join me. So for our interesting fact today, I want to talk to you a little bit about greyhounds. All the kids in my class know that I have two retired racing greyhounds named Sunday and Church. And they raced, Church raced in Daytona Beach, Florida for his whole career, and Sunday raced in Sarasota, Florida for her whole career. A lot of people don't know that greyhounds are born on farms, and in these farms, they are trained from puppies to chase and to run, but they don't have to be trained very much. Greyhounds have been bred for generations with the passion to chase and to run. They really enjoy running and chasing. Now, they are sprint runners. That means that they can run for 30 or 60 seconds and then they're going to take a nap for the rest of the day. So Sunday and Church sleep a lot. A lot of people have the misconception that greyhounds are very hyperactive and they're always running around and they're crazy. Totally not true. They are huge couch potatoes, but they do lead really interesting lives before they get to your house if you adopt a greyhound. And so Sunday actually raced for about 2 years, which is a pretty long career. Church only raced for a couple months. He does not like to run as much as she does. And basically, greyhounds race as long as they're winning races. And when they're not winning races anymore, that's when the racetracks reach out to the greyhound rescues, and they get to come in and take the dogs and get to find them homes, which is exactly how Sunday and Church came to me. So greyhound racing is a sport that people do go and watch. And like I said, a lot of people don't really realize how much training and how this is a lifelong process for the dogs, and they are truly athletes. So with that being said, I know I gave you lots of interesting facts there, not just one. With that being said, for today, I'm going to introduce our guests. This is the part where I was saying, I don't know how this is going to go, because like I said, they're so lazy that I don't know if they'll come. So we're going to see. Churchy! Sunday! Churchy! Churchy! Oh, hi! Here's Sunday in Church. This is Churchy Shark. Yes, he's the boy, and see, he's got the black on his face. And there's Sunday back there. Yes, see, he's taking a long stretch right now because he just took a long nap. Yeah, we just slept all night, and now we're taking naps. Yes, hi, baby. Yes. So that is my special guest for today, Sunday in Church. And there's actually a YouTube channel called The Greyt Show, and that is spelled like Grey, Greyt, The Greyt Show. And you can actually check into that and see very specifically greyhound puppies and the farms that they're raised on and how they train to become athletes. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.